As many of you know, I've spent the last few years taking care of my parents. Dad had Alzheimer's and he passed away on December 20th, just a few days before Christmas. And I wanted to share a little bit about his final moments because I think it's a really neat story. But first, for some context, Dad always loved the song Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. And if you're not familiar with that song, it's about a young father who has a baby boy, and the father is excited, but he's also really busy with work and with this and with that, and the father missed a lot of the growing up milestones like first steps and first words and all that. As the son grew up, the son really wanted to spend more time with his father, but the dad his priorities weren't in the right place. As time goes on, the son becomes a man and has a family of his own, and the father has a lot of regrets about not being more involved in his son's life. The father reaches out to the son to try to spend more time with him, and the son, it's sad, the son turned out to be kind of just like his dad. He said, I'd love to spend time with you, Dad, but I got this and that, but it was good talking to you. That song really deeply impacted Dad. It made him want to be a super involved, super loving, super supportive father. And he told me about that when I was younger. So I've always loved that song for that reason, because it's one of the things that led to me having such a great father. My dad lost the ability to swallow a couple days before the 20th. So I knew we were getting really close, but at the time, I didn't know we were down to a matter of minutes. On the evening of the 20th, before he passed, he was awake. He wasn't really able to speak anymore, but he could somewhat respond by squeezing, my hand or something like that. So he was awake, and I said, "Hey, Dad, there's a song that I want you to hear." And you can probably guess what song that was. So I go to YouTube, start playing Cats in the Cradle, and we listened to that, and I was hugging him, and I said, "Dad, I'm so glad that song impacted you like it did, because if your goal was to be an amazing father, then you hit the ball out of the freaking park. I'm so grateful to have had a father like you. I could not have imagined a better father. And also, Dad was really one of my best friends too. We had a really close and neat relationship." So as I was talking to him, telling him what an amazing dad he's been and how much I love him, tears began developing in his eyes. So when the song was over, I was still hugging Dad, just telling him how much I loved him and what an amazing father he had been to me. By this point, he was having some difficulty breathing, and I knew we were getting really close. While I was hugging him, I said, "Dad, it's okay to let go." And after I said that, he took a fairly decent sized breath while I was still hugging. And I thought he might have taken a few more shallower breaths. I wasn't really sure. But when I was finished hugging him, he was just staring into eternity, and I knew that he was gone. I tried closing his eyes. It didn't freak me out. I mean, I've seen plenty of people pass away, and I don't know why, but it's almost instinctual when someone passes away and their eyes are open to want to close their eyes. Don't know why that is. but his eyes just would not stay closed. And a few days later, before he was cremated, Mom and I were at the crematorium, and they asked if we wanted to see him before they cremated him. I said yes. My mom didn't want to, which is fine. His eyes were still open. And the only reason I bring that up is to say this. I like to think that he went straight from seeing with his earthly eyes to seeing with his heavenly eyes with no break in between. I don't know if it works like that, but it's a neat thought to me. Having worked as a CNA for so long, I have seen more than my fair share of people breathing their last breath. And losing a loved one is always sad, but sometimes it can be kind of beautiful. Going peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, being embraced by loved ones, being showered with love as you take that final breath. I can't think of a better way to go than that. There was a lot of love. And on top of that, I had the assurance of where he was and that I would see him again. So, yeah, his passing was sad, but kind of beautiful too. I'm planning on making a memorial video with the original Cat Stevens song. I'm sorry, not Cat Stevens, Harry Chapin song, Cats in the Cradle. I'm definitely gonna post that to Facebook if you'd like to see it. Feel free to follow me on Facebook. I'll also make an announcement. I'm probably not going to put it on YouTube for copyright reasons. Facebook seems to be a little bit more lax when it comes to that. I might put it on Rumble too. We'll see. But anyway, I will let y'all know one way or another. I know this is a very off-topic video for me, but it's something that I wanted to do to honor my dad and also just to share that story with you. So, love your loved ones. You never know how much longer you're going to have with them. So this past Christmas was very different. Obviously, it didn't really feel like a Christmas at all. It's a really bad time to lose a loved one. There's never a good time, but it was definitely a bad time. And on top of that, he and my mom, that was their anniversary. January 1st was their anniversary. They would have been married 49 years. So it was extra hard on Mom. I'm doing okay. I miss Dad. I still have my moments, but all in all, I'm doing okay. I am concerned about Mom. She's declined a lot just since Dad passed. I know this video is very much off topic from my usual content, but it's something that I really wanted to share. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone is doing amazingly. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. And yeah, I love y'all. Take care. We'll get back into the regular mystery stuff coming very soon. Bye.